Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a girl channel Ivy. If you're new here, you're most welcome. In this channel, we do everything self-development, lifestyle, and product review. So if that looks like something you love, then you should definitely subscribe to this channel. If you're a returning subscriber, hi, hello, welcome back to the channel. You guys, from the title of this video, you already know what this video is going to be about. Anyways, this video was bettered from my last video, so if you haven't watched that, go watch it and then come back to watch this. So let's get right down into the video.
Starting on a new page feels better every time. Flip as simple as waking up next to you.
What is self-love? Self-love is having high regard for one's well-being and happiness. It is an appreciation of one's worth or value. In this video, I'm going to be giving you tips on how to practice self-love the right way. Number one tip: never compromise on self-respect. Self-respect is knowing that you're worth it and acting accordingly. That means that you are not going to be putting yourself in situations that make you think otherwise. It means that you're going to treat yourself with care, with respect, and in the same way would not allow another person to disrespect you. That means you have to stay very true to your values. What are your values? I know everybody will say, oh, I have my values are honesty, integrity, this and that. But are those really your values? They do not need to be something popular. Look within you. What are your values? Stay true to that. There are a lot of us that do not have honesty as part of our values. And I don't think that's fine, but that's true. So, what are your values? Stick to them. Do not put yourself in situations where um you are going to be disrespected. If you are ever in that kind of situation, you just have to walk away. So, no matter what happens, never compromise on self respect. The next tip would be set boundaries. Boundaries help you regain a sense of identity and personal space. Boundaries are limits you place around your time, your body, and your emotions to help you be content with who you are. It is like a no trespass sign you can see on lands. Um it's just like having a fence. And the first thing to achieving that is always being true to yourself. Okay. If you're in a situation where you really, really want to say no, then say no. Do not say yes because you do not want to cause trouble or you just want everything to be peaceful. Do not take up on things that you naturally do not want to. If you really want to say no to something, then say no. Do not be a yes girl, do not be a yes boy. It will only help you become a doormat. If something is not what you want to do, don't do it. Don't say yes to it. Stop overcommitting to things you really don't want to. Number three, practice self care. What are those activities? What are those things you can do that will uplift your spirit, that would make you feel really happy, make you feel really relaxed? For a lot of ladies, it might be to get their nails done, to get their hair done, to just, go to the spa, stuff like that. It gets them to the mood of relaxation, and that is self-care. Okay. It might be different for you. It could be just laying down on your bed and being watching movies. Is different for everybody. So You have to find out what are those activities that you do that really, really make you happy. Try as much as possible to make out time to always do those activities. That is self care. Number four, cultivate self compassion. The thing is that humans, we are our own worst critic. We are the first people that will put ourselves down even before others begin to do that. I want you to do this exercise. Imagine your 7 years old self and imagine situations that make you talk down on yourself, that make you beat up yourself, that make you overanalyze certain situations. Imagine that you are saying those things to your 7 year old self. Imagine that you are beating up your 7 year old self. If it's something you cannot do to that 7 years old child, it's not something you can do to someone you really, really love, someone close to you, then why should you do it to yourself? Why does it feel like we always have to be the hardest on ourselves? Why? You beat down yourself, you reduce your self esteem because you do not have compassion on yourself. Imagine if someone who is close to you, a close loved one, comes to you, oh, I made this mistake, yada, yada, yada. There is a certain way you talk to the person because you have compassion. You're human, you have conscience. So you talk to the person in such a way to bring them off that mood. So why is it that when you make that kind of mistake, you are the first person to beat yourself down? Start this exercise now. Whenever you want to talk back to yourself, whenever you want to tell yourself how stupid you are, how you're not worth it, how you don't deserve good things, imagine that you're saying those things to your 7 years old self. Forgive yourself when you make mistakes. You could go for an interview and you could flop it. Look at the fact that in your next interview you will have to do better than that because now you already know your mistakes. So making mistakes are usually opportunities for us to learn to be better. You can never be worse except you don't learn from your mistakes. So why do you want to keep beating down yourself? Show yourself compassion, learn from your mistakes and move on. That already brings me to my next point. Learn to forgive yourself. Okay. You will never move forward and you would never really experience self love. Like I said, humans, we are our first critic. Okay, before people begin to judge us, we judge ourselves first. Before people begin to criticize us, we criticize ourselves first. Learn to forgive yourself for past mistakes. If something is in the past, there is nothing you can do about it, it has already gone. Last and not the least is this: always seek support when you need it. Okay. I know it is very easy for you to say, oh, I'm so independent, especially women in our generation now. We are always in our masculine energy. We're always, trying to prove. No, we're not trying to prove, but most of us are really, really independent. And for most people too, it is so hard to ask for help when they really need help. A lot of people will give you so many reasons. Okay. Is somehow, like, I'm not even going to lie, it happens to me a lot of time. I don't want to be indebted. That's how they pronounce it, indebted to people. And I don't like a situation when I go to ask someone for something and they're like treating me somehow, because I will now feel like, ah, if I did not come to ask you for help now, like, I will not be seeing this kind of behavior, this kind of mad behavior. So it's always kind of somehow or ideal for some of us to like not ask for help when we need it. But I'm here to tell you, okay, I was there. Trust me, I was there, especially emotionally. If I need help emotionally, I do not ask for help. I would rather be there emotionally for other people, but I never think other people are like very fit to help me emotionally. So I never ever ask for help. I think I was friends with someone, exhibited some behavior that showed her that I don't like asking for help, especially emotionally. And she did make me realize that it is okay. So gradually I started, okay, or if I'm feeling bad, if someone close to me asks me, how are you doing? I'm not going to say I'm fine. I'm just going to say I'm not fine, and then I talk about it. It cannot be by ourselves. No man is an island. So when you need help, ask for help. You might need to cry. You don't want to be alone. Ask a friend. You know what? Be my shoulder to cry on, and you cry. Okay. I want to talk to somebody. I want to rant. Trying to let all those things out of your system. The idea of self love is to love yourself unconditionally, is to love yourself irrespective of anything. Okay, irrespective of the fact that you might have made mistakes, you love yourself. Irrespective of the fact that you flopped something really important in your life, you love yourself. You don't talk down on yourself. You learn from your mistakes. You move on. You never ever criticize yourself to the extent that you do not have any inspiration to do better. Love is really about action. So you guys will finally come to the end of this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. So please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.